How's it going, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Ruffled Rowlet, and guys, today I'm bringing you a really cool video. Now, as you guys might know, Pokemon Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon have been basically announced, they've been revealed, and they're going to be continuations of Sun and Moon. Now, basically, these new versions of the Sun and Moon games are going to bring you back to Alola, but something interesting has happened. The Alola region has changed, there is a lot more things happening to it, and it seems like the region is generally quote-unquote a bit warmer. Now, what really is interesting here is that there's going to be a lot of new features according to the creators of Pokemon, Game Freak themselves. They said in the announcement today, in the announcement for this during the Pokemon Direct, they said that a new feature is going to be coming, new Pokemon that we didn't have in the previous like iterations of the games, you know, the original Pokemon Sun and Moon last year. Basically, we're going to have new Pokemon and new features and stuff, and I really wonder what that's going to be. Now, I have basically 5 things here that I do predict will be coming. Now, one of them is really a far-fetched one, but I wanted to bring it in here because it seems like a cool concept. But again, this is a really far-fetched one, guys, so please beware that some of these are just speculation and only for fun. If you guys have any ideas yourself for what might be coming, any predictions, please do leave them down below in the comment section. But either way, first prediction here is going to be light typing. Now, what is light typing? Well, light type would basically be a new typing in Pokemon. Now, the reason why I mention light typing at all is because there is this really weird way they're forming this new, these new games. They're basically saying a new light shines on Alola. Like, it's still such a weird way they're mentioning it, and also the fact that Necrozma has this new Necrozma form thingy, or this, like, way of fusing together with Solgaleo and Lunala, shows that, basically, you know, with it being a prism, that basically reflects and takes all sunlight, and then, you know, the reverse which would be moonlight. Basically, it reversing that would point towards it, you know, having something to do with light, like, really well, because it essentially is a prism, and so, you know, Solgaleo is representing the sun, and, of course, Lunala the moon, and both of them can emit a sort of light. So, does this have to do anything with a potential light typing? Now, that's going to be the first one on our little countdown here of top 5 potential predictions for Pokemon Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. That's going to be the first one. Now, this one was really a far-fetched one, guys, so please beware that it is just predictions. It's just predictions and for fun. Don't take it too seriously, but the next ones are going to be, you know, a bit more on the realistic side. So let's start with the first one here. New Alola Forms. I am 100% certain we're going to be getting new Alola Forms, because they do say that we're going to be seeing Pokemon we've never seen before and that we didn't see back in the previous games. So I'm thinking, will we maybe see different versions or new Alola Forms for starter Pokemon, like the Gen 1 starters, or maybe the Gen 2 starters, because there's been a lot of Gen 2 been throwing in, you know, during the announcement, the Direct, there's a lot of Gen 2 being thrown in. Of course, it was also mainly because of the Gold and Silver announcements for the Virtual Console. Of course, that's maybe why, but who knows, maybe we'll be getting new Alola Forms. I'm pretty certain that we may be getting, you know, probably a ton new ones, hopefully. I don't know, it's not guaranteed, but I do hope so, because this is a game a bit further into the future, and the region seems to be warmer, considering there's a lot more flowers and stuff. The region looks a bit more vibrant than the previous one, like the previous iterations. Looks just way more colorful, so to say, with the flowers and stuff and all over the place. It's just like warmth in the region, really warm. So I do think we will be getting new versions of, like, Alola, basically Alola versions, Alola Forms rather. We'll be getting those most definitely. That's one of my main predictions here that I really want to bring up. But next up on our prediction list is going to be a new island. Now, why do I mention this? Well, there is this moment in the trailer for this basically new game, Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, where they show this little island where there is a Pikachu van of some sort. And this Pikachu van, it is just fully yellow, and if you look at the area there where this is located, it doesn't resemble any known place from Sun and Moon that we know of so far. It looks like a brand new place or a brand new island. What could this mean though? Because could this probably maybe be like the continuation afterwards, or maybe like a new island disappearing, or maybe there's just a brand new island we'll be able to explore after we finish the whole game, or maybe this might be actually the Pelago Island or whatever, and maybe we'll be able to actually travel to it directly and stand on it and whatnot. I don't really know, but my point here is there's going to definitely be a new island, because this doesn't seem recognizable anywhere else in the whole freaking trailer, like in the whole of Pokemon Sun and Moon, there's nothing like this. So I do think this is going to be very important because they do show it off, and there wouldn't be any reason for showing it off if it didn't actually make sense to the story and whatnot. So maybe we have a new island. It looks potential like it could happen, but then again, this is all just speculation, boys, so do not take it too seriously. But then again, you know, this is just for fun, so who knows? What do you guys think about this? Do you think maybe we'll be getting a new island in the new versions? I don't know, guys. Let me know down below. Either way, next up on the list is going to be new Z moves. This is one that a lot of people do think is going to happen. Z moves are obviously the thing of Sun and Moon. The Alola region, the Gen 7 thing is basically, you know, these things, these Z moves that you have, and the crystals and whatnot, the Z crystals. Basically, they have a lot of like influence in the game. So Z moves being in the game, new ones, is definitely going to happen. And the reason for me saying this is because if you look through the teaser trailer that we got ourselves here, or just the trailer, reveal trailer for Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, we do have ourselves these moments where Mimikyu like jumps up, and you have yourself also Rock just jumping up, doing these crazy animations, and they wouldn't just throw these in out of nowhere and just make them specifically like, you know, out of the random. They usually always use gameplay stuff and put it in there, so I'm most certain this is gameplay related. It has to do with gameplay, and I'm pretty certain that's basically what's gonna happen here. We're gonna be getting ourselves new Z moves. I am most certain this will happen, and I do hope, you know, it does end up happening, because the Z moves, I felt like they were not the best things ever, but seeing maybe just them again, but maybe improved and more of them, could actually work out pretty well. But I do think we'll be getting new Z moves. It would make sense, considering the whole region, you know, and the whole Alola, you know, has a lot to do with the Zygarde and whatnot, has a bit of influence there and whatnot, so it would make sense, I feel like. Either way, that's not the only thing, lads. We do also have another prediction, and that's going to be gyms instead of kahunas and the island challenges. Now, why this? Well, out of all people that I can think of, I was watching one of Elisify's videos, and he mentioned that during the, basically when you look at the islands themselves, the Alola Islands, there are places on the islands where there are spots that look like there could be gyms there, but there aren't any gyms there. It's just open areas. So I do predict here that there's probably going to be gyms here right after basically the story of Sun and Moon ending. There's going to be gyms created after that, and the league, basically this new league has been created now out of what the remnants of the previous one, which was the Island Challenges one. So I do think now in this new version, there's like a more complete story. We have ourselves gym leaders, a proper champion, a proper Elite Four and whatnot. We have ourselves a well set up like structure for all that stuff, you know, the Pokemon League and stuff. This well more set up, because the previous one in Alola, you know, in the Sun and Moon original games, weren't as well balanced. I personally didn't just enjoy the challenges as much as some other people, and I like gyms more. So I know that a lot of people are going to be happy with gyms maybe returning. So I do think gyms will be happening here, considering all the things seem to be pointing towards it, with the plots missing on the different islands, as well as the fact that it would make sense with the story-wise if it was to lead to this. But then again, we do not even know if this is continuation in the future, like Black and White were to, you know, Black and White 2 were to Black and White, or if this is actually just a different universe and a different place, like that isn't actually connected to the original games. So I do not know what this is going to be, guys, but I do hope we get some information soon. And either way, that's going to be it for this video, guys. I want to know down below, what are some predictions you guys have for the future of Pokemon Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon? What do you think will be some features that we'll be seeing? And do you think it's going to be something interesting, like, you know, new forms, new just gym leaders and stuff like that, and maybe a new evil team leader or something like that? And also, what do you think about the Necrozma forms? What do you think about this whole thing with Solgaleo and Lunala merging together or fusing together with Necrozma? Do you think that has something to do with anything here? And also, what do you think about the potential of Mimikyu being essentially Marshadow underneath? What do you guys think about that little theory? Because it's been discussed all day today in my comment section, on my live stream. It's been all over the place, guys. So I want to know your opinions down below, lads. But that's going to be it for today, guys. I hope I didn't cut it too short. I'll catch you all in the next video. So peace out, lads, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.